Hi, it's Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K Rock and Metal channel. Okay, so for today's video, we're doing a video that's not actually been officially released from what I can tell. But it's something I'm really intrigued to know from Kirk's point of view. So this is something that Kirk will definitely have an opinion on. Andy probably has never heard this song, but Kirk definitely has. I'm not going to say anything more, but as soon as the screen comes up, you'll know who the band is, etc. And let's go check it out.
No, I think I know who the band is.
What, the original or the cover?
No, are we going live? Yeah, we'll go live. Yeah. Skindred, obviously. I thought, well, this sounds like a pop cover, and then there was a shot who looked like Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. And the cover continued. I thought, well, this is some sort of a 90s pop thing, but I can't think of it. And then I think at one sort of vocal passage, I realised, oh yeah, it's a Faith No More song, which I do sort of know, but I don't know which one it is. But yeah, here we go. That's my opening line on it. Do you want to take the lead and do what you normally do?
Yeah, I'll just give you a very brief summary of what it is, and I want to throw over to Kirk on it. But yes, so this was posted by Skindred the other day as a thank you for the support on their recent tour. So thank you to all the fans and stuff. And it just came up on there, and that's all it's titled as, is thank you to the fans. And I was like, oh my god, I don't remember Skindred ever doing a From Out of Nowhere, which is the song title from Faith No More. I was like, one of my favourite songs by them, by Faith No More, and I was like, oh, I've got to check this out, listen to it, and I was like, you've done most of the song, but they haven't posted this song anywhere. I was looking for it on like YouTube, going for like, is there a YouTube video of it? Because he's obviously shot most of the video there, but nothing was on it. So I was like, oh, we should definitely check it out. And also knowing Kirk's love of Faith No More, it felt only appropriate that we should sort of talk about it. And it's weird that obviously I was talking before we started today about the Birthday Massacre, and they did a cover of From Out of Nowhere as well, which seems to be a lot of bands love that song. But yeah, Skindred and Faith No More's From Out of Nowhere. Kirk, I'm going to throw it to you for this one.
Excellent cover. Quite faithful to the original. Benji, isn't it? The vocalist.
Benji, yeah.
Vocalist from Skindred. Yeah, what you learn from that is on that Real Thing album, 1989, Patton, he never really uses that voice again. He's almost in a Luther Vandross type paradigm, isn't he?
Right.
Where he's putting a lot of vibrato on there. And if you'd actually think that he was a black singer at times on that, because his voice is so powerful and idiosyncratic of the music from that time, you know. And I just mentioned Luther Vandross and is it Alexander O'Neill, people like that. Maybe the drums were probably could have been a bit better, but what's the point criticizing that? I think it was faithful. They really nailed the melodic hook. I don't think Faith No More ever really wrote anything like From Out of Nowhere again. I got the impression that Mike Patton doesn't like that song anymore. Yet when they reformed in 2009, they did play it. So other members of the band certainly do enjoy it. What a great way, as a gift to the fans. Thank you for coming to the tour. We've recorded this song from a legendary band. Go out and enjoy it. I just like the gesture there, that they're thinking about the fan base. Let's give them something. I wouldn't say it's left field, because a lot of people who listen to Skindred will be aware of Faith No More. But yeah, it just shows you that they were writing pop music, weren't they, in 1989, Faith No More, and then there were a lot of like thrash metal and prog rock moments on there, and it's such a strange album. That was a monster success and shifted 4 million copies. So I'm not surprised that many bands have covered this song, because it's a gateway, isn't it? This song, it really merged the world of alternative music, pop, and then you've got some like quite crunchy guitar moments in there as well. So unique song, and they've definitely done it justice there, Skindred.
Yeah. Andy, you got any other thoughts on it? I know obviously you knew the band and knew kind of what roughly it was about, but initial impressions from it? No, it's not your thing, but
no, it's not. I mean, echoing what Kirk said, that's a nice sort of gesture to Skindred fans. Was that like a proper sort of studio recording, or was it something they played live? But
I'm going to guess it's a studio recording. They may have done it on the road, or they may have done, but it's definitely, you can tell it. What they've done is at one of the venues, Benji's just basically gone off and done playback and just dressed up in different outfits in this one room, and just basically all he's done is a mask effect so he can play in different locations and just put himself in there, and then the rest of it's just cut footage from the live shows.
I think, you know, if you are a fan of the band, you went on that tour, you'd feel quite uplifted by that. So it's a nice gesture. It's not something you often sort of hear about, but I can't really add anything else to it. I mean, I was surprised at how unmetal Skindred were when we covered them before. Faith No More are not metalers either, and you combine two non-metal bands, one doing a cover of the other, so it's not going to do a lot for me, unfortunately.
Okay. I think there's going to be a lot of people that say when you say Faith No More is not metal, are going to be very upset with you, Andy.
I think we can retrospect.
Not metal enough.
Alternative metal. They're alternative.
Metal.
They have metal passages or sections. I don't know. I honestly have not listened to any Faith No More apart from the singles, which are pop songs. Let's be honest.
Okay.
So you're not going to convert me there, and I apologise to anybody who's a fan. You know, we all have our different styles, and you know, bands we follow. Faith No More are never going to be one of mine.
Go for the 1995 album, King for a Day. Avant-garde hardcore.
No.
No, you're never going to
have a hardcore record, that, Dave. Would you agree? King for a Day.
I haven't listened to it.
Give it a listen.
I know the real thing. Real thing. I've listened to a lot of the singles, and I had the real thing, which was I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to say, so this was the second song I ever heard of Faith No More. Obviously, the Epic was the first one I knew of. This was actually when I joined the second band I ever played in. We hadn't written any songs, and we had to do, my drum tryout was, they sent me 4 cover songs to learn. This was one of the ones I had to learn. So that was how I first came across this song. I was like, okay, so they were like, this is the song we want to play. I did all my research. I learned it all, learned how to play it all, turned up, and none of them could play it properly. I'm like, guys, that doesn't go that way. There's another section here. And they're like, what? I'm like, you've asked me to learn a song and you haven't learned it yourself properly? I mean, come on.
How satisfying is that chorus as a drummer? You know, when it just goes to that. How would you describe that? It's a tempo change, isn't it? You know, because it's quite upbeat. And then that chorus, it's all about that.
It almost goes like a 3-2 beat. It's a very, very loose vibe, which I really enjoyed about Faith No More. Faith No More isn't just a standard 4/4 drum patterns. There's that you have to do a lot of thinking about what you're playing. So it's great. Even like if you can go to the earlier stuff like We Care a Lot, dun 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 dun.
Funk bass.
It's fun. Da-da-dan, da-da-dan. So it's a great track. But what I loved about this one with Skindred is Benji has a very distinctive style vocally within Skindred, and he didn't go down that route. So he didn't try to make this song sound like an over-the-top Skindred. He went very faithful, even tonality on his voice to Mike Patton. He sang that in a Faith No More Mike Patton style. And he did it very easily. He could have easily put in some like he always does, and does all like his little flow in that he likes to throw into Skindred tracks, and he didn't. He didn't do loads of samples over like the dubstep type samples that they can throw in as well. So I love the fact that he kept it really faithful to it, and I think he did a really good job. I'd like to hear the rest of the song now, all the way to the end, but unfortunately they haven't released it. But there we go, Skindred and From Out of Nowhere.
Dave,
now,
most important question. Dave,
Sorry?
most important question. Did you get the gig?
Did I get what gig?
Well, after learning 4 covers, including the Faith No More one, did you get the gig?
For my sins, yes.
What were the other 3 songs?
White Zombie, Supercharger Heaven. There was a Corrosion of Conformity song in there, which was called Rather See You Dead, and I can't remember the other one. We might have had something like King Nothing by Metallica in there, and yeah, I was pretty much on it. I think we also did a few things like So What in there and Last Caress, and there was a lot of Metallica tracks in the early days learning, and our guitarist really, really loved Iron Maiden, but none of us did. So he kept sort of trying to play like Trooper and stuff, and we're like, shut up! We're not playing it! Stop playing the freaking riff!
Kirk, when you said, Dave, how satisfying, I thought you were going to say, how satisfying is it to come into a band audition knowing the song better than the rest of the band?
It is good.
So I'm sure you enjoyed that moment, Dave.
It is frustrating when you go in there and you've learnt the song and you know it down to the nth degree, and then you find out that they don't know it to that nth degree, and you're like, yeah, but guys, know that there's another chorus there. It goes for another 2 bars and then it changes. No, it doesn't. You're like, right, and you had to. I remember actually having to get the song on and playing it through the PA and proving a point, and then you're having an argument with them, going, "Oh no, but that's the radio edit, and this is the album version." I'm like, well, you need to specify which one I'm freaking learning then. If you want me to learn the radio edit, then tell me it's the radio edit and send me it. Don't. Yeah, I do remember that studio rehearsal very, very well. But yeah, I did play with that band for a couple of years. But anyway, there you go. So Skindred and From Out of Nowhere. Now, if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.